Hey guys, how you doing? This is Eric from In Your Hand Media. I just wanted to stop in 30 days post the launch of our social media just to kind of share with you guys what have we been doing, how has it been impacting what we're seeing in the data, and what kind of results are we getting overall, okay? So with that being said, let's follow along. So the first thing you're looking at here is this is our YouTube channel, and we're launching those vertical videos within side the shorts vertical, right? So within there, this was the first one that we did. It was on August 22nd. So look, you can see right now down here, we're at 9:22, so Sunday, September 22nd, 2024. And you can see the first one, 45 views, second, 88, third, 497. So, you can see some of the randomness that the algorithms were doing within shorts early on. Now, I will say when I would check in early, I wasn't seeing that large amount. I think over time it's being discovered, and I'm sure diving deeper into the data, we could look into that as we look at each piece. But regardless of that, I just wanted to kind of comment that it wasn't like we didn't just like, yes, we got 497 on our third post. This is looking back, seeing that some are starting to germinate or saturate a little bit and get more views. So yes, with that being said, we're learning a ton too, just to, how to change these. You cannot do it inside of here. You have to do it on your actual phone. You have to go into the YouTube on there, go to your videos, and then there's a little pencil icon, and that's how you can change these. Now you can set thumbs inside of these as well, but you have to have it inside the video. There might be a workaround on the back end of YouTube, but for now though, that's what you have to do. So scrolling through here, you can see how random shorts is at the moment, okay? I mean, one view, 450, like you can see we're hitting the fours. I know we hit some sixes, but the randomness of it all. This was in the video, so I was able to go backwards, and this is like where I was playing with that. So when I went into the YouTube actual app, click the pencil, and then because this was in the video, I could set it. That was in the video, I could set it, and then I just did these sets on the others, right? Otherwise, it just goes out randomly, okay? So you can see, look, it's kind of this pattern that we've been seeing with shorts within the first 30 days, right? We're seeing like no views, 18 views, no, and then we're getting like a random 440, 406, 430, 419, 404. So you'll start to get a couple together that feel a little bit more clumped, but overall, we're hitting about the fours, and that's that. Now, a few things I do know about YouTube, because I've been a big player on the 16:9 front for many years. 16:9 though, it's just you're not going to get 400 views. It's going to take a lot of time to achieve that. Carter, our 30-minute one, has 57. It's a very rich, engaging story. And we drive, he's down at the university right now. There's a lot of, a little bit of a buzz. He's passing it amongst his friends. It's kind of helpful, right? On the 16:9 front. But the other ones, look at our very first Eric Needs Help. Like they're still only sitting at 3 views. It's crazy, right? So that shows me that like not my first story, Eric Needs Help, not many folks came over to it from the short. And I'll explain more of that here in a second, okay? So there's shorts. Let's go ahead and take a look at TikTok. So TikTok, you can see this is our very first one on 8/22, and you can see it's at 269 at the moment plays. But we were dormant. Once again, same with shorts. We were absolutely dormant. So there wasn't a ton of views going on like already for us. But so you can see like this is my older post down here that a lot of these I have hidden at the moment. But we started to go, right? And that one has 269, but then we have 35, 46. And then it starts to get a little random, right? But it starts to go up a little, 163. And out of the gate, you see a lot of stuff about being in the 200 jail, 300 jail, TikTok. So, early on, we were not in the twos, but I think over the 30 days and more discoverability, we're starting to get more ascension down to the content that trickled down 30 days ago. Because even though it's old in the terms of the internet, it's still all we have is 30 days, a 30-day run at the moment, so people can trickle down, right? But with that being said, it's still, we just still kind of all over the place. 145, 300, 152. See, and then we started to get a little what they call, a shadow ban. I've heard from the youngins, account suppression, right? Whatever it is. It felt like that because, like, look, we were getting nothing, but we didn't stop. We didn't stop. 4 a day, 4 a day, 4 a day. So you can see we had a moment in time where it was like, I don't know, it's not really working, and that's okay, right? It's about consistency, and it's about you have to keep at it. Then all of a sudden you'll get these little things, that random stuff, right? And we got a 720 on this guy out of the blue. So 720 hit this one, and then we started seeing one behind, and then we got a 6, 459, 608. So it started to go up to the 6s a little bit, and then we started to go up into the 1s and 2s a little bit more, and got out of some of the smallers, but they still stick around. Yeah. So look, so you can see then whatever happened with the shift of the algorithm, we started to go down again, right? We started to go down, and then all of a sudden we're starting to go back, and now I don't know if we're in a new tier or not, folks. I don't know. But this is like interesting because here we are at the top. This posted yesterday. That was yesterday. This was this morning. I think we have another coming soon. So now I'm going to watch this guy here. But you can see yesterday's, look at the richness on the 6s now. And I think we've hit maybe a new tier. It's to be determined, right? It's definitely to be determined. But you can see in 30 days, we went from dormant account, nothing, to now this, 4 a day. I did 1 day, 5 a day. It was a weekend. I thought it was fun. But overall, 4 a day is the consistent thing, right? Followers, not super crazy. I think, there's some data over on the other end. I have some other looks to look at here that we're going to dive into, but not very many. I like handful. But views are up, likes are starting to count up too, right? Finally, we have August 22nd. This was our Instagram Reels. Okay. So Instagram Reels, so I'm just going to straight up, we seem to be in the 1s, and that's kind of overall where we're at. If you look, 100s, 100s, and now we're like starting to go down, but we stay consistent. Everything is staying consistent. 4 a day, 120s, 113, 117, 113 now. There we go, yeah. Now look, you can see the thumb game too, or just keep pushing it, and just variations. One rule of ours is never have the same thumb, okay? So we're never going to have the same thumb. Iterate quick with that. So yeah, looking through the data, the thumbs are getting better. We're testing thumbs, but we're still not above like 130 to 1. There's a 144. We got a 336 out of the blue, right? I think there was a little sharing going on there that might have helped to influence that one. Our followers are abysmal. We have 372, so we haven't worked it super high, so Reels right now at the 30-day mark, other than the 336, 150, we're getting in the 1s occasionally, but it's not like very predictable. We had 3 in a row right here. See that? Sometimes they're clustered together a little bit more. So this will be interesting to watch, right? Look, guys, I'm doing a 60-day. I'm going to do a 90-day. We're going to talk through this together. We're going to figure this out. You following along? We're going to figure this out. Like together, we're going to figure this out. So yeah. So there's that. Let's jump into a little bit of the data. Okay. Let's go over into some channel analytics. So first and foremost, I just wanted to show everyone a range from July 22nd to August 22nd. So the 30 days prior, 11 views and watch time 0, 1, and subscribers. We had like a +1, like right on the tail end of that. And that looks like it could have been from August. Look, it was like right out of the gate from August 22nd. So see that? I think that's maybe that's where that came from. Yeah. No, I'm wrong. See, you got to click it. Anyway, so with that being said, like, you know, it wasn't much happening here, right? 11 views, watch time, 0.1 subscribers. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another custom range. And let's do, of course, it's going to be way better, right? I mean, you can't go for a day and it not be a lot better. Can't do the 22nd yet, so we don't have the full 30 days at this point. But we've had close to 13,000 views, 53 hours of watch time, plus 19 subscribers. So I'm very happy with that result in 30 days, naturally. Yeah, and this gives you here your top content for the period and so forth. Tells you your more recent uploads that are getting up in the high range. But yeah, so you can see on the short side, the highest we've got in 497, okay? Gives you a little understanding there. Subscriber counts up, views are up. I'm not gonna go very deep into everything else in this video because it's already gonna be a long video. But I just kind of wanted to do it like a check-in, show you some quick statistics so you could see. TikTok, we're looking at, let's see here. So we're analytics overview. And let's see with the last 7 days. So let's do a custom range really quick. And we're gonna do this to this just to see where we were at in a dormant state, okay? So this is us in a dormant state. 134 views, reach 56, profile views 3. Of course, it's gonna be way better when you start pumping content, right? So let's see what, well, it looks like I can only go to the 18th, so we're not even gonna get the full, but even in that, profile views, you know, up. Everything's up, of course. Reach is up, 7K. Video views plus 18,000. So yeah, we can see, and you know, you as a user can dive into this up. I'm using the desktop version right now. We're in the business suite of TikTok for those that want to know. And yeah, let's take one more look here over at Instagram. We're looking at, we can't do a custom range here, but we're looking at the last 30 days. And if you go 90 days, let's see. Yeah, it's having trouble shifting over to the 90-day view. I will stay at 30, that's fine. So with this, let's see, we got followers and then we got our non-followers. So out of these views, once again, 83% of them are non-followers. So what does that mean? I mean, it's, once again, within the realm of Reels, attracting new folks to our brand, our business. You know, by doing this for a day, we're getting 83% of that 8,000, 8,400 views is non-followers. So it's people that we have never met us. So that's really, great, or haven't followed our content. So that's wonderful. Like, and once again, that's what you're looking for, is results like that. Where we're going to be at 60 days, we're going to be at 90. Who knows? We are committed for a day. That's it. And reporting back to the folks like you, in regards to what we're seeing and what you can achieve if you are working, intently, with a goal in mind of trying to get this done. So yeah, with that being said, folks, I'm just going to kind of wrap this video up. Where are we at the 30-day point? Within Instagram, we are getting a lot of non-follower views. 83% of those, out of those 8,500 views are, from non-followers. So that's great. Our content, some of our highest top content, we've reached 331, but we're 186 on another particular piece, but we're kind of in those ones. Okay. Going back over to you know, TikTok in general. You know, we can see, you know, what's performing best by just getting a date range. You know, I can just do the most recent here. You know, 752 views, 710 views, 679. So we're starting to get into those sixes as we saw out in our overall area here. We're starting to hit new peaks and heights within our data. So that's something to keep an eye on. This is relatively new when we're doing 4 a day. You know, if you think about it, these are the last 4. That was yesterday. This was the day before. So the day before that. So we're like consistently in the 6s and 7s now for like 4 or 5 days. All right. So we can say that with confidence. That's a new discovery. So that's something that we're going to keep an eye on. Shorts, we're getting some 400, you know, that's we're kind of in the 400. We get some real random pops. It's not very consistent overall, but you know, we're noticing some content seems to be popping more than another. I really didn't speak to that, but if I looking at the data, you know, prior to this video, I did see that avocado seemed to be like, for some reason, gelling really well. So yeah, there you go. As far as how we're doing all this stuff, there's going to be, you know, of course, some videos around that, but we're also going to try to help you to do this. It is an elephant, but we figured out how to tackle the elephant here in Your Hand Media. And, you know, we're going to keep sharing this type of stuff with you guys so that you guys can understand that there is value here to it. If you guys can't find the people to help you to do it, we'd love to be the partners to help you to figure that out.